In 1914, the world plunged into a war. No one truly understood a conflict so strange, so massive, that truth often sounded like fiction. Few know that the first shot of World War I wasn't fired in Europe, but in Africa. Australian soldiers attacked a tiny German radio station in New Guinea, a battle fought thousands of miles from the trenches of France. There were pigeons in that war, not symbols, but heroes. One pigeon named Sher Ami saved nearly 200 American soldiers by delivering a message through bullets. Even after losing an eye and a leg, she became a decorated war hero, stuffed and displayed in a museum. And then, there was the Christmas truce, one of the most unbelievable moments in warfare. On December 25, 1914, British and German soldiers stopped shooting, climbed out of their trenches, shook hands, shared chocolate, and played football in no man's land. Hours later, they went back to killing each other. Gas masks were new then, but horses, dogs, and even carrier pigeons wore them. Entire units of dogs were trained to deliver messages faster than radio. One French dog named Satan carried a note through heavy fire to stop friendly artillery from bombing their own men. The technology was insane for its time. Tanks, planes, flamethrowers, all invented within a few years. The first tank was so slow, soldiers called it a steel coffin, and when pilots first took to the sky, they didn't even have parachutes. If their plane caught fire, they jumped. In the middle of all this madness, T, the youngest soldier ever recorded, was just 12. Sidney Lewis lied about his age to join the British Army. Imagine being 12 years old in the trenches, surrounded by artillery and death. Even stranger, the world's most famous spy, Mata Hari, wasn't even that good at spying. She was a dancer accused of being a German double agent. Historians now believe she was mostly innocent, but she was executed anyway because the French needed someone to blame. When the war finally ended in 1918, millions were dead and entire empires had vanished. But here's the twist. World War I didn't really end anything. It planted the seeds for World War II, the Cold War, and almost every modern conflict after it. One assassin's bullet in Sarajevo set off a century of chaos. And that's why, over 100 years later, the Great War still echoes, not just in history books, but in everything the modern world became.